Hey everyone, are you getting tired of those mediocre takeout wings and ready to make the real deal right at home? Well, you've definitely come to the right place. We are about to dive into 3 super simple, totally crowd-pleasing recipes that are going to make you a legend at your next get-together.
Okay, let's just jump right in. Seriously, forget takeout. These recipes are going to have you making restaurant-quality wings, but in your own kitchen. You know, the hardest part is probably just going to be deciding which one of these flavors is going to be your new favorite.
So, we have 3 contenders lined up for you today. First, you've got the fiery classic that really brings the heat. Then, we've got the perfect balance of sweet and savory. And last but not least, the smoky staple that, let's be honest, everybody loves. Let's see which one wins you over.
First up, for all you heat seekers out there, it has to be the spicy wings. This is that timeless recipe that just delivers the perfect, tangy kick every single time.
You know, the real beauty of this recipe is just how simple it is. All you need are your wings, your favorite hot sauce, and some butter. And the butter is actually key. It's what creates that rich, glossy sauce that just clings to every single bite. The fat in the butter calms down the heat just a tiny bit and helps it all come together. A little garlic powder adds some depth, salt makes it pop, and that's it. A really short list for a huge flavor payoff.
So the trick here, the real key, is to get those wings perfectly crispy in the oven first. And while they're baking, you can whip up the sauce. You just melt some butter and whisk in the hot sauce and garlic powder. Super easy. Once the wings are golden brown, you toss them in that beautiful, fiery sauce until they're completely coated. And you have to serve them right away. Don't let them sit. You really want that awesome contrast between the crispy skin and that wet sauce.
All right, next up, for anyone who just loves that perfect dance between sweet and savory, we have the honey and garlic wing. This one is an absolute champion. Just 4 simple ingredients are all it takes to create this unforgettable glaze. You've got your wings, obviously, then honey for that sweetness, soy sauce for that salty umami depth, and some freshly minced garlic for a really nice fragrant punch. I mean, it's a classic combination for a reason, right? And the method is just as straightforward. You cook your wings until they're perfectly golden and crisp. Then, in a separate little pan, you're going to simmer the honey, soy sauce, and garlic together. You just let it bubble away for a few minutes until it thickens up into this beautiful sticky glaze. After that, all that's left is to coat those crispy wings and, well, get ready for some applause.
And now for our final contender, the undisputed king of the cookout, the rich, the sweet, the smoky BBQ wing. You can't go wrong with this one.
To build that really deep, smoky flavor, we're going to start with your favorite BBQ sauce and then add just a touch of honey for extra sweetness. But listen, the real secret weapon here is smoked paprika. That one ingredient gives these wings a totally authentic, right-off-the-grill kind of taste, even when you're just baking them in the oven.
Okay, pay attention to this technique because it makes a huge difference. You're going to bake the seasoned wings first, just like with the other recipes. But then, you're going to brush on that BBQ and honey mixture and pop them back in the oven for a final 5 to 10 minutes. This extra step is what bakes the sauce right onto the wings, caramelizing all those sugars and making them unbelievably tender and sticky. It's a game changer.
So, there you have it, our 3 champions: spicy, honey garlic, and BBQ. I mean, how do you possibly choose between them? Let's break it down side by side. That should help you find your perfect match.
All right, so let's just lay it all out one last time. If you're craving that kick of heat and tang, you're going to go for the hot sauce and butter combo. For that perfect sweet and savory balance, it's all about the honey and soy sauce. And if you want a deep, smoky sweetness, you really can't beat the classic barbecue sauce and honey.
And you know, here's the best part. No matter which one you choose, whether it's spicy, sweet, or smoky, none of them are complicated. The biggest thing to take away from all this is that each recipe is designed to give you a fantastic result with minimal fuss. So really, you can't go wrong.